Laszlo. Laszlo's dead.
Oh no. I feel like somebody was going to die either way, but ugh, that sucks. Why didn't I see it coming? Oh, it's really just this little chapter, is it? How far are we into the episode? We can do this. The following days are a blur. Every morning is a chore. Every hour is a long and painful affair. Every evening is a dreadful story. Laszlo's gone. Laszlo's dead, and I can't dream anymore. Now, Reverie has disappeared. The blast, the wave, whatever it was, it ruptured the link I had with the aspirations. Suddenly I missed them. Day after day, their existence fades away. So why bother getting out of bed? Why? Oh gosh. I kinda don't want to stop. I might end up, if I keep going and don't stop, I might end up breaking this into 2 episodes, but ooh. This is getting good. Let's go. Let's wake up. What day is it? Not that it matters, but oh. Another today, but a different one. I dragged myself out of bed and noticed somebody's left something for me. A flask of modified egregor. It's on the nightstand, along with a note. From an MK friend, Omar. There's a PS. This wasn't your fault. If it weren't for you, we'd all be lost. We believe in you. All of us. We know you'll find your way back. Can't remember when he dropped it off. Omar must believe this egregor is the way back to Reverie. If it exists. If I want to go back. So much for prescience. If I couldn't see Laszlo's death coming, why would I give a fuck about the aspirations? What did I do to help me, to make sure his death wouldn't happen? Nothing. Take a shower. I needed that. Taking a shower felt like shedding my skin. But as I try to gather some clean clothes to get dressed, a heavy weight falls back on my shoulders. I'll never recover from this. I can't move my body. I can't move my mind. I'm stuck in this pain. Maybe it's better this way. Entering Glory's sanctuary with the help of chaos. Receive help from bliss, truth, and power to enter Glory's pyramid. Jade comes by. Nora's been camping out in the living room since it happened. She's either on her phone, scrolling endlessly, or she's watching the Trivid. Watching is a strong word. Her eyes are fixed on the images, but where is Nora? I'm not too sure. Tonight, Jade is here. She comes often, bringing food almost every day, but she doesn't say much. The Trivid is on, but nobody's watching or listening. It's just there. White noise, distant waves, emptiness filling up the void. Then, some words snag our attention like fishhooks. MK has ruled that the death of an old man was an accident. According to MK, the fault lies with the protesters, who were manipulated by violent rioters and political activists. An MK spokesperson just told us that.
Those bastards!
Exactly right. Bastards. Not sure my mother would have been able to stomach this, but... Where is she? The thing is, we don't know where my mother is. Again. She rarely sleeps with the Naiads. She's always out and about. Ursula's behavior always felt selfish, but this time it's something else.
You two, stay here. I'll go find Ursula.
What? Why?
I'm worried. And
We can't go on like this. But I can't say that out loud. Not now.
I need air. And I need to get some groceries. We can't rely on Jade to feed us for the rest of our lives.
Even if the food she brings is divine.
Polly.
I think it's a great idea.
That settles it. Oh, we did that. Ursula's remorse is revoked. Explore Alma. So I'm walking alone in Alma, chasing my mother. It's deja vu all over again. I scan the crowd trying to find her, and that's when I see it. A mural of Laszlo, his unmistakable face painted on a wall, his personality staring out from brick and mortar. I fight back tears as I walk past, leaving it behind. A few streets down, I find my steps dragged towards his bar. Candles, flowers, teddy bears. Left there by strangers, invisible hands and hearts carrying a piece of our grief. I can't stand this either. I turn and then I'm running away to the beach. Here, I can't see Laszlo's ghost anywhere. I didn't know so many people cared. I didn't know how big an impact he'd had in his life and in his death. But now it's clear to see. Alma is giving back, showing support, protecting its own. And now the tears come. Finally, I'm sobbing. I spot a silhouette in the distance, tall and thin, ankle deep in the cold water.
Mother?
She turns around. It's her. Her face is closed off, her posture sad and heavy with grief. I move closer. Something about her is different. I've never seen her looking quite like this before.
The prodigal daughter returns. Or something like that.
She's drunk. That's a first.
Is there an equivalent in the Oxyon culture?
Oh no. The Oxyons were not known to be as forgiving as that. Perhaps that's what caused them to disappear. They didn't believe in forgiveness or love or charity.
She chuckles, as if she's just made a joke, or as if this whole little speech was a scene she scripted and rehearsed.
Let's go home.
Home? What for? If we had followed my plan, maybe home would still exist. But now, what for?
Come on.
The worst thing is, Laszlo didn't agree with me. My plan was too violent for him, too aggressive. Right up to the very end, he was always the same, protecting others before himself. And look what happened to him.
I want to shake her. I want to scream. Years of stilted conversations, misread meetings, poor communication, and now there she stands, drunk, angry, lost. Lashing out at her wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be right.
I saw his face in town. Somebody in Alma painted a mural of him. Things are changing outside the Naiads' walls.
So what?
We need you. At home. And with what's about to come.
You don't need me. You never did.
True. But I can't say it out loud.
We need you. I need you.
You don't.
The aspirations. I can't hear them anymore.
I I can see that strikes a chord. This is the angle to take to get her back to me.
Maybe it's what happened in Glory's Pyramid, or maybe it's the anger I felt when I heard about Laszlo.
Anger? At them?
They could have warned me. They schemed and plotted, playing with our lives. His life.
No. No. The aspirations need us more than we need them. You are their oracle. You are their guide.
She steps closer to me, emerging from the water.
When I was their oracle, I could always find answers to my problems and the problems of those around me. You cannot sever your link with Reverie.
I won't go back.
She smiles. It's small and faint, but a smile nonetheless.
I'll go back home if you agree to reconnect with the aspirations.
Will you help me?
She looks at me in a new way,
Of course.
and then she hugs me. Outside, the city's asleep. I feel lighter than I've ever been. If a gust of wind hit me right this minute, it would whisk me far away. In bed, I stare at the ceiling in the darkness, trying to make sense of the last few days. Sleep gently scoops me up in the middle of a thought that becomes a dream. A dream that becomes a vision. A lake, somewhere below my feet. A lake of a Gregor. Located right beneath the Naiads, this underground lake is one of the largest on Atina. It is believed to be related to the Oxyons, but no proof of this connection has ever been found. Like in other caves on Atina, the water contained in this lake is believed to have special properties. Monoconcern has been studying what makes this liquid so peculiar, and this and other lakes are part of a more ambitious analysis plan. So far, it remains a puzzle to be solved and another key to understanding Atina's unique heritage. Immense, steady, and welcoming. The dream fades. Oh boy. Should I keep going? I think I'm gonna keep going until we reconnect with the aspirations. I wake up a few hours later. My exhaustion is gone. Gone entirely, as if my body was washed clean of it. But my head is full of questions and words and memories echoing inside of me, ringing through my brain over and over again, never fading, never lessening. I feel like I'm about to spiral out. I need to focus. What if I'd never left Atina? What if Ursula hadn't left? I keep imagining, what if I'd stayed, never left Atina, worked hard here, maybe at the bar with Laszlo? I would have been at his side, I could have protected him. Maybe I would have been more active, done more fighting and protesting, been at Jade's side, helping lift up her voice, making sure people heard. I could have made a difference. What if I'd been with him? What if I'd warned him? Oh, with him, like Laszlo. Reverie has betrayed me. I don't want to say that. I should have stayed away from Reverie. Away from all those schemes and plans. Laszlo would be alive, that's a given, isn't it? If he'd gotten in danger anyway, I would have protected him. No doubt about that. He always cared for me and I gave up on him. When he needed me most, I was away, I was busy. I lost so much time with him, I can never get that back. Laszlo, is that you? I can hear him. I can see him. I can see all of us waking up the day after the protest. Tired and concerned, but together. All of us around the Trivid catching up on the news. Nora making breakfast. Ursula and Laszlo quietly exchanging half sentences full of meaning for them. Then Laszlo and I walk to the bar. We enjoy the sun. We chat about mundane stuff while we serve customers. Coffee beans, tax hikes, a new imported beer. The latest corrupt politician, the latest football match. The last customer. The last day. If I'd done things differently, Laszlo would still be here. He'd be with us. I'll never forgive myself. Wake up. Long nights, little sleep, painful sunrises. When is this going to end? Kitchen, a mess. Fridge, empty. General mood at the Naiads, exhausted and hungry. Watch the Trivid. Nora and I are going through our box of old video cassette tapes. We spent the better part of a day finding the right cable so we can watch them. Best day we've had in a long, long time. The movies are mostly ridiculous. Comedies, action adventure, cheap knockoffs, badly dubbed junk. We love it. The bell rings. Someone's at the gate. Nora doesn't move. So many people have come. They all say the same things. A lot of them are angry too. I think they've started to see Laszlo as a symbol. They don't get why we can't join them in that. The person rings again. Reluctantly, I get up. I peep through the window. It's Yana. Open the door, keep the door closed. Spend time with Yana, stay with Nora. That's a hard decision. Yana was quite a help to us. But Nora lost her grandfather, and I feel like that's more important now. I wait until Yana leaves and then head back to the couch. Nora presses pause and turns to me.
Who was it?
No one.
She picks up the remote, then hesitates. After a moment, she looks right into my eyes.
Let's do something. I want to do something.
There's very little I can refuse Nora, so I agree. We head to my room. Nora has something stashed away that she wants to show me. It'll be a surprise. She reveals a sewing machine and a heap of fabric. She draws a little bear on paper and then grabs one of my jackets and a spool of thread.
This will be a little memory of Grandpa.
She sets to work. As the needle plunges back and forth into the cotton, we share stories. Memories. Laszlo. Laszlo and Nora. Laszlo and Ursula. Laszlo. Then a silence falls as he changes the thread in the machine.
No. Never mind.
Go on.
It's weird to remember some of these stories. A few days ago I couldn't picture his face. And now I see it everywhere.
I know the feeling.
I think I'll leave it, Tina. After all this is over, find something to do on the continent. Anything.
Life can be tough over there.
I know, but what'll be left for me here?
The sentence is so definitive I can't find a good reply. We avoid looking at each other. After a moment, the sewing machine starts up again. It's comforting. The way its steady mechanical thrum fills the empty room. I lie in bed. The ceiling's watching me watching it. But for once, this time, sleep comes swiftly to scoop me up. Where is everyone? I wake myself up today with no need for an alarm. Oppressive after all these sleepless nights. It's late in the afternoon, like really late. Nobody's around. Ursula's gone. The Trivet is off. Nora's gone too. Where is she? I make my way slowly through the big echoing building. Once the Naiads was filled with people. Artists, poets, creators of all sorts. A living, breathing art gallery. As I walk mindlessly around the building, I realize I've never seen it so empty and quiet. My heart quickens. For a second, I wonder if... No, I know I'm not dreaming. A panic attack. I haven't had one in years. I feel so out of control in my own life. There's a prickly feeling of sweat across my hairline. I can feel my heart beating faster. I open my eyes. I'm standing in front of Laszlo's door. His room hasn't been used or opened in days. Inside is his entire life, all that's left. To someone outside of this family, all these items are meaningless. To me, to us, they're memories. His gardening tools remind me that someone's going to have to take care of the plants. And I know neither Ursula nor Nora will know how to. Nothing will ever be the same again. I touch my chest. I feel like I can't breathe. I sob uncontrollably. Calm down. I need to calm down. Night is falling. Someone will be home soon. Someone has to be home soon. My mind's racing in circles, desperate to find something to do. Anything. I need to calm down. Try to breathe. Panic is overwhelming my mind. A tsunami of pain has swamped me. I'm drowning under the weight of it. How is it possible? How can I just move on with my life? This isn't my fault. Of course it is. It has to be my fault. Laszlo needed me. Ursula needed me. Nora needed me. And I wasn't there. Why am I even doing this? This isn't comforting. We're looking at family photos. Laszlo's face is in every picture, everywhere I look. Our memories, our lives, our past. All linked and interconnected and unfolding in parallel until his own path stops. This isn't comforting, it's torture. I'll feel better tomorrow. I say that every day. I can't feel better knowing that he won't be there to see it. Never again. What's the point? What's the point? I think I'm going to have a breakdown. Keep the tears inside. Keep them in. Lock it down. What's happening to me? Can't breathe. Can't think. Can't. He's dead and it's my fault. I picture Laszlo. His last minute or so. He's walking. He's in the middle of the protest, surrounded by people who welcomed him. He sees the MK security forces charging. He sees them and his reaction is to protect the people to either side of him. He throws his arms wide to shield them. Then, a blast. Smoke, blood, his skull crushed in a way that feels simply unbelievable. I can't escape that minute. And no one is home to help me shake free of it. Gain a glory crystal. I need to escape for a while. I've got to get out of here. The Grigger flask on my table catches my eye. What if that was the key? What would I do if I could travel back to Reverie? What would I tell the aspirations? I grab the flask and gulp it down. I drink every last drop. I close my eyes. My throat burns and my stomach churns. The other types of egregor I've come in contact with from the aspirations themselves felt natural, but this stuff is different. I gag. The stuff tastes like poison. I feel heavier, full of something. Something I can't recognize. As I sink into the darkness, a smell, a color, a feeling on my skin. The lake from my dream, still and pure. Are you waiting for me? Are you waiting for me? Are you a premonition or a reality? I blink and... Oh God. Reverie. Or what's left of it. There, I see someone. It's Glory. She looks devastated.
Glory?
No answer. Her silhouette is hard to focus on, like a mirage in the desert.
Glory? What's going on? What happened?
She's gone. Or rather, she was never there. The world around me breaks down. I'm back in the void. The feeling on my skin is gone. So are the color and the smell. Instead, a powerful vision strikes me. Before me is a pool, a lake of egregor, all the power I've ever collected. And there's something down there in the blue. There's a lot going on in Reverie. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think we're at the proper start of the chapter now. I guess I'll separate. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about whether I'll separate that one section, the in between section, into its own episode, or if this will just be an especially long one. Let's see. I'll be united, the Naiads will stand, and rebellion is peaceful. Well, it looks like there's a lot of options going forward in this chapter. I will deal with those later. And, wow. Oh my god. I'm going to need a little bit to actually process everything that just happened, but I will say that section right there, that like intermission between chapters, was quite beautifully done. I think the Augural is a very impersonal way, a very calculating, distant way to look at a character's path and their emotions. But I felt that it was perfectly utilized because of that as a way to illustrate depression and grief. That, okay, that step by step, okay, I wake up in the morning, I shower, I eat something. Like, it's not something you're doing because, oh, it's a natural, organic thing to do. It's because it's just the next step on the flow chart. That's how your days go. And, like, a panic attack, that's not as easy to convey in that way, but I feel like it was done well through the narration, the writing, the prose. I'm always a fan of, mental health issues being portrayed in such a way. And this was done so well, I think I might need to, like, put a content warning at the beginning of this video, whichever video that may be, like a whole hour and 20-minute long one, or one that is like 30 minutes long or shorter. Yeah, but a lot just happened, and I'm still reeling from it a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. But I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Harmony: The Fall of Reverie.